Greetings all, this is your lovely host World Class Jerk, and today we talked about power. That's right, we already have, but in the middle of me recording, my PC crashed so hard that when it came back, it was on 768p. That being said, I'm going to give you a reduced rundown of the plan I had in store. Battery and wind turbine, but not here. So as you can see, like an absolute Chad, I did build a separate base just to test this out to see if it was a viable way to play, and by viable I mean, do the batteries power the base long enough for the turbines to kick back on, and then replenish the batteries. But yes, since the video crashed during me gathering the resources, this is all you're going to need for this thing, just so you know, and that means the rest of this video is basically going to be focused on the testing process and seeing what this system can handle. And so, with a super time lapse, I'm going to be crafting these resources because, since you missed all the gathering, I at least want us to craft these things as a family. Oh, by the way, you remember how I said those resources on the top are all we're gonna need for the extra large wind turbines? Well, no. But don't worry, with the power of video editing, it'll be like it never happened. I'll just straight cut that part out of the video, and it'll go straight onto the time lapses. So my friends, it is here, it is finished. Now all we have to do is add the extra large wind turbines, which normally speaking, would not be such a simple task. But since we have all the resources, and as always, we're going to be crafting this as a family, of course, it's already pretty much done. All we gotta do is wait. Monumental. Oh boy, I haven't even fully hooked them up yet and they're already charging. Hopefully this is promising for the idea of self-sustainability. Hopefully this means that normally, or at least enough of the time, they're going to be on so that this thing will be powered by batteries when they're not. That being said, now that the majority of the suck is over, you're probably going to want me to test this on camera now since pretty much nothing else happened in this video. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook this up to the base once the batteries are full and see if from full batteries, it can be self-sustained by the amount of wind that is produced. If what's happening now though remains consistent, I would say yes, because these things are on like 50% of the time from what I can tell, and that should cut it with 32 batteries because these batteries put out quite a significant amount of power for quite a significant amount of time, considering that these are being powered by wind turbines. Anyways, the best way to test a big power system is with big power draw, and the best way to do that, long story short, is with these things. The atmosphere condensers draw 20 power each when they're at max, and this system should put it at max until the batteries are empty, so we can tell exactly how good this thing's going to do by watching that over the course of time. Anyways, like a great scientist, I'm not just going to go straight up to the max all of a sudden. I'm going to start at what would be the equivalent of 20 units of power, and that's where I'm going to start the testing. I'm going to see if this runs at max speed without completely depleting the batteries, and how long it takes to do so, of course. So as far as 20 units of power is concerned, it's either able to keep up with that entirely or it's barely running out, so we're just going to go on ahead and say that it can handle 20 units of power forever, which is probably a pretty realistic expectation from a system like this anyways. So when using 60 units of power, we are plainly fighting an uphill battle there, but at the same time, that would have lasted quite a while at 60 units of power being drawn. So really the conclusion here is, do you need to use more than 60 units of power all the time, or are you okay with using it in just short bursts? And if you're okay with using it in short bursts, you can use even more power in short bursts, because let's be honest, that really wouldn't have been a short burst. You could have used 60 units of power for quite a while with this system. It's definitely an upgrade from my other one, and I will be moving into this base as soon as I can. Anyways, guys, that's going to have to do it for this one. I didn't get too much of a great thing going here, but at the same time, I can also expand on this in another video or even make a better one entirely altogether. Feel free to tell me what you like down in the comments. Feel free to like. Feel free to subscribe every time, of course. And now, I got to go figure out what to do with all this hydrogen. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that hydrogen made bomb bigger, and oh gosh. Oh no, it's just like me to do something that stupid. Oh, it took everything. It took my helium too, bro. Come on.